Blackhead prevention works best when the routine is gentle, consistent, and easy to repeat rather than harsh, complicated, or changed every few days out of frustration. Blackheads form when pores become clogged with oil and dead skin cells, while the opening of the pore stays open, allowing the material inside to darken when it meets air. So prevention is really about keeping pores clearer over time without irritating the skin barrier. A very simple daily plan often works better than a crowded shelf of random products. Wash the face gently in the morning and again at night with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water. Then pat the skin dry instead of rubbing it. Avoid harsh scrubs, rough cleansing brushes, very hot water, and repeated washing through the day, because too much friction and irritation can leave the skin feeling worse rather than better. Try not to touch the face constantly, lean on your hands, or let sweat, hair oil, tight hats, helmet straps, dirty pillowcases, and unwashed phone screens stay in repeated contact with the same areas of skin. If you sweat after exercise or after spending time in hot weather, it helps to wash or rinse the skin soon afterward. When choosing moisturizer, sunscreen, makeup, or hair products that may reach the face, lighter formulas are usually easier for blackhead-prone skin, so non-comedogenic or oil-free options are often a safer choice. Makeup should be removed before bed, and heavy, greasy hair products are best kept away from the forehead and temples. Moisturizer is not the enemy. Skin that becomes too dry or irritated often tolerates treatment badly, so a lightweight moisturizer can help the skin barrier stay calmer and make a routine easier to continue. Sunscreen matters too, because unprotected sun can worsen irritation and discoloration, and a non-comedogenic sunscreen is usually more helpful than hoping the sun will magically dry everything out. For over-the-counter treatment options, salicylic acid can help loosen buildup inside pores, and adapalene can help keep pores from clogging over time, but they should be introduced slowly. More product does not mean faster or better results. A thin layer used consistently is usually smarter than too much product used too aggressively. Avoid squeezing, scraping, or digging at blackheads with fingernails or tools at home, because that can lead to irritation, broken skin, marks, and sometimes scarring. Keep the routine practical. Morning cleanse, light moisturizer, sunscreen, evening cleanse, treatment if tolerated, moisturizer. Give the routine enough time to work, because skin usually responds gradually over weeks rather than overnight. And once that sensible little routine is quietly doing its job on the bathroom shelf, it is much more fun to think about the absolutely unnecessary but deeply entertaining thing that happened in a retirement community outside Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a minor mix-up involving a talent show, a regional radio station, one large slow-moving turtle, and a woman named Dolores McKinney turned an ordinary Tuesday into a public event that people discussed for months at diners, barbershops, church suppers, and one hardware store where the cashier laughed so hard she had to sit on a bag of potting soil. The retirement community was called Redbud Gardens, which sounded like a place of graceful reflection and was in reality a place of constant motion, strategic casserole exchange, and opinions that traveled faster than the hallway scooters. Redbud Gardens had white buildings, a courtyard fountain that only worked when Leonard from maintenance coaxed it personally, and a community room with mauve curtains nobody liked but nobody could quite defeat. Dolores McKinney, age 78, chaired the activities committee with the fierce efficiency of a woman who had once managed payroll for a trucking company and still believed clipboards were one of civilization's finest inventions. Her best friend, Irene Washburn, age 74, was a retired piano teacher who wore cat-eye glasses and delivered criticism so politely that it arrived gift-wrapped. Floyd Hatcher, 80, former feed store owner, possessed a weathered face, a lazy drawl, and the uncanny ability to make an ordinary sentence sound like a philosophical warning. Nettie Blair, 71, a retired beauty salon owner with silver curls and a talent for matching lipstick to emotion, took great interest in any event that might involve applause. Walter Sims, 83, a veteran and retired postal worker, moved slowly, spoke carefully, and carried peppermints in his shirt pocket like a man prepared for both low blood sugar and small sorrow. And then there was Mr. Pickles, a large turtle belonging to Ruth Ann in Unit 3, who had become an unofficial community mascot after surviving 3 winters, 1 attempted escape behind the hydrangeas, and a brief but memorable incident involving the chapel nativity display. The trouble began with the Spring Sunshine Showcase, an innocent little talent afternoon Dolores had organized for residents who wanted to sing, recite poems, juggle oranges badly, or demonstrate something they insisted counted as culture. Dolores loved order, schedules, and index cards. What Dolores did not love was improvisation, youth slang, or people who promised to circle back without bringing a pencil. So when the local radio station KJAM 96.3 called and asked whether they could send a host to do a small human interest segment before the talent show, Dolores almost said no. But the station promised free publicity for Redbud Gardens and mentioned that their host, Chad Kramer, was very popular with the over 50 demographic, which Dolores considered a suspicious phrase but allowed anyway because the florist had just backed out on centerpieces and she was vulnerable to nonsense. Chad Kramer arrived at 11 in the morning, wearing white sneakers too clean to be trusted and a smile bright enough to power a medium-sized toaster. With him came a sound technician named Mia, 2 promotional tote bags, and the general energy of people who believed every room was already delighted to see them. Dolores met them at the door with a clipboard and said, "You will have 12 minutes, and no one says the word zany into a microphone." Chad, to his credit, did not laugh. "Absolutely, Miss McKinney," he said. "We're just here to celebrate community talent." "Good," Dolores replied, "because community talent is already under enough strain." The plan was simple. Chad would interview 2 or 3 residents, tease the upcoming showcase on air, and leave before the actual event began. Life, naturally, had other ideas. At 11:13, while Mia checked audio levels and Chad practiced a cheerful intro near the punch table, Floyd wandered over and asked, "Young man, do you know the difference between confidence and trouble?" Chad, believing this was charming small talk, grinned and said, "I'm not sure, sir." Floyd nodded toward the microphone. "About 12 seconds." Mia laughed. Chad laughed. Dolores did not. Meanwhile, Nettie had already decided the station's presence improved the day and began rearranging chairs so that spontaneous background reactions would show her better side. Irene was at the piano, rehearsing a short piece by Gershwin, and muttering that the bench had all the support of boiled spinach. Walter was helping place folded programs on tables with military precision, and Ruth Ann, who should have been watching Mr. Pickles, had set the turtle temporarily in a decorative laundry basket lined with a tea towel near the stage while she adjusted the ribbon on her hat. It was a harmless decision in theory. In practice, it was the hinge on which the entire day swung. Chad began his live teaser right on schedule. "Good morning, Tulsa. This is Chad Kramer, coming to you from Redbud Gardens, where spirits are high, coffee is strong, and the Spring Sunshine Showcase is getting ready to brighten everybody's day. So far, fine." He interviewed Irene, who answered every question with calm precision and lightly corrected his pronunciation of Debussy. He interviewed Walter, who said the secret to aging well was comfortable shoes, modest expectations, and not marrying a fool in the first place. That line alone produced enough laughter from the hallway crowd that Mia made a note to clip it for social media. Then Chad spotted the basket near the stage. "And what do we have here?" he said, peering in. Ruth Ann, flustered and delighted, replied, "That is Mr. Pickles. He is not on the program, but he supports the arts." Chad crouched. "Folks, there is a turtle at this talent show." He said it into the microphone with such heartfelt wonder that one would have thought radio had only recently discovered reptiles. The studio host back at K-Jam burst out laughing and said through Chad's earpiece, loud enough that Mia could hear it, "You have got to keep the turtle in the segment." Chad, who smelled a bit of harmless entertainment, asked if Mr. Pickles had any special tricks. "He once bit a fake poinsettia," Ruth Ann said proudly. "And he can move toward a strawberry with enormous conviction." The station loved this. Chad asked if the turtle could maybe participate in the showcase just for fun, and Dolores, who should have stamped this out immediately, made the mistake of looking around the room first. What she saw was fatal to caution. Nettie already smiling like a woman with future applause in mind, Irene suppressing amusement behind one elegant hand, Walter looking curious, Floyd looking prophetic, and half a dozen residents suddenly more alive than they had been 15 minutes earlier. "Fine," Dolores said, "but no one calls him adorable on air, and no one puts sunglasses on him." This proved impossible within 8 minutes. The word adorable was used by the studio twice, one caller, and a woman from Broken Arrow who claimed turtles helped her blood pressure. The sunglasses came from a novelty table centerpiece and were placed on Mr. Pickles by Nettie, just to see. He wore them for 3 full seconds, which was enough for Chad to declare him the coolest act in Oklahoma before lunch. From there, the day slid, gracefully but unmistakably, off its original rails. Someone in the K-Jam studio suggested going live again at the start of the actual showcase. Then someone else suggested listeners might vote on their favorite act if the station kept checking in. By noon, Redbud Gardens was no longer hosting a modest resident talent afternoon. It was hosting the K-Jam Senior Sunshine Spotlight, though Dolores did not know this yet because she was in the kitchen arguing with 2 volunteers about whether lemon bars should be plated diagonally or with moral clarity. The doors opened at 1. Residents from Redbud filled most of the seats, but now there were also visitors, a niece from Bixby, 2 grandsons home from college, a church friend from Sapulpa, and 3 women from another retirement community who claimed they were just in the neighborhood while carrying binocular-level curiosity. Chad and Mia set up in the back corner with a portable board and 2 station banners that Nettie thought looked cheap. Dolores marched to the microphone to start the showcase. "Good afternoon," she said. "Please silence your phones, sit where God intended, and clap only when an act is finished, unless there is actual danger." A perfect opening. Act 1 was Irene at the piano, playing with such cool confidence that even Chad, who likely thought Gershwin was a restaurant, seemed impressed. Act 2 was Walter reading a short humorous poem about late-life romance, blood pressure medication, and the treachery of low restaurant lighting. Act 3 was a duet by sisters Jean and Carla, who forgot